Okay, this is the latest iteration of the hand washing logger, and a couple of things I've changed. I've changed the LCD is now on a bus, on an I2I2C bus, to save pins and save some wire. Also too, I realised that it works okay. It works really well. It date stamps the hand wash and the duration, but I don't know who's actually washing their hands. So I've installed 4 buttons on the top, and these buttons are this is a prototype, so it's not exactly how it's going to wind up looking, but the buttons will wind up being membrane switches, matrix membrane switches on the side of the sink. It'll be a sticky strip. So these 4 buttons simulate the sticky strip of membrane, and they represent nurse, occupational health or allied health, doctor and other. So when somebody comes along and washes their hands, they push their appropriate category and proceed to wash their hands. So it kind of works like this. Well, it works the same as the other one did. There's the tap is on. The light comes on after a couple of those 2 conditions have been met, and date stamps it, and I can push the button, so that's nurse, and when I switch off, or the button can be pushed at the start or sort of while it's going, doesn't really matter, and over on the SD card it's date stamped it, so when I turn it off it'll come up with the duration, 32 seconds, and it was a nurse who washed their hands. So same thing, if I don't push any buttons and I start it up, conditions are met, light comes on, date stamps. So I didn't push any buttons and I turned it off. It'll still record 9 seconds, and it'll say no button pushed. So it's an anonymous one, that one. The numbers represent the number 1 at the start is the sink number, its location, the time in 24 hours, 07, 14 is the date, 07 is the month, 9 is the seconds, and if I say push, let's see, Allied Health, and proceed to wash my hands. Conditions are met, date stamp, turn it off, and 9 seconds Allied Health. So that's the story so far.